Hello traders, in this video I am reviewing the Advanced Grid Trader EA for MT5, and I'll be going through the MQL5 Marketplace page, the main features and the backtesting results to understand how this system behaves in real historical conditions. And before we get into it, you can download a free Forex robot for MT4 and MT5 that has lots of indicators and candlestick patterns built in by using the link in the description below. So right here on the MQL5 Marketplace page, we can see that the Advanced Grid Trader EA is developed by Adrian Patrascu, and it is currently listed as an MT5 expert advisor. The pricing here is quite flexible. It can be purchased outright for $200 or rented on different plans: 1 month $30, 3 months $50, 6 months $80, and even up to a year $100 with discounts for longer term usage. Now, as I scroll through the description, the EA is presented as a grid trading system designed to work across all currency pairs and metals, including XAU and XAG. But the developer also mentions that the best historical results were achieved on the daily time frame using an EMA 178 setup with reversed trade logic. Okay, so right away that gives me an idea that this is a structured grid approach with a trend-based filter layered on top. Moving further down, I can see the EA uses an exponential moving average filter to help align trades with the broader market direction. Okay, and depending on the market structure, it can either follow the trend or even switch to reversed logic based on price positioning around the EMA range. All right, now another point, or another key point here, is the grid system itself. The EA places buy and sell orders at different intervals, defined intervals, at defined intervals, which allows it to build exposure as price moves, and the user can control how aggressive or spaced out that grid is through settings like the grid step and take profit levels. There is also a drawdown based adjustment. All right, so there's a drawdown based adjustment mechanism mentioned, where lot sizes can be dynamically modified when drawdown reaches a certain level. So this introduces an additional layer of risk management that reacts to account conditions rather than just fixed parameters. The EA also includes trading time windows, meaning it only operates during specific periods defined by the user. That's important because it gives more control over when the strategy is active, especially during different liquidity sessions. Okay, so now before moving into the backtesting section, it is worth noting the recommended configuration idea mentioned by the developer, particularly the EMA-based setup and daily time frame focus. Okay, so now shifting into the backtest results, let's just head over to our strategy tester so that we can look at the historical price action and how the EA interacted with it over time. So I am already running the backtest. We are running the backtest on USD/CAD. This is the Advanced Grid Trader. So I just decided to use the same currency pair that was used here in the example. All right, so we are running the test on USD/CAD on the daily time frame, the recommended time frame, and then for the date, we are running it from the beginning of this year, 1st January 2026 till date, so that we can get a reasonable data for the back testing. And then concerning the delays, we are using the last ping to the server. So when you want to select an option, just select the option of last ping to your server. all right, and then we are using the every tick modeling. Okay, so like I said, the back testing is already ongoing. So I think in about a minute's time now, the results should be out. So we're just going to look at the chart history together, the chart, look at a couple of trades that we're taking, and then we head over to the results, and we analyze the results together to see how this EA performed over about 4.5 months. All right, even though I recommend testing the EA over a longer period of time, maybe a couple of years, so that you can be able to capture a wider range of market conditions. All right, and then you get a better result, a more comprehensive result over a longer period of time for the back testing. Okay, so we are counting down now, roughly less than 20 seconds. All right, so the results are out, and as we can see, this is quite an interesting quite an interesting expert advice. So we can see how it's stacks trades, right? This is really trade stacking, position stacking, right? You can see every single day from here all the way to this point, you can see that trades we are being stacked every day. Okay, so you can see that the system builds positions in a structured grid manner, meaning trades are not just single entries, but rather layered positions that respond to price movement within defined levels. At times, the market moves in one direction and the grid expands gradually, while in other conditions, it appears to manage both sides of the market depending on how price interacts with the EMA zone described earlier. There are also clear phases where activity slows down, right? For example, we can see how we had quite a lot of trades executed here, all right? And if you want to compare that with what we had here, you would see that the activity here seems to be less compared to what we had here, right? And and so on and so forth. We can also see what happened here. This seemed to have lesser activity. Okay, so it quite aligns with the idea that the EA operates within specific conditions and doesn't necessarily trade constantly in all environments. Now, looking at the overall historical behavior, the grid structure combined with EMA filtering seems designed to capture swings in both trending and ranging conditions while still maintaining controlled exposure through drawdown and equity-based rules. All right, and I'll still recommend running longer term testing yourself as well, because grid based systems can behave very differently depending on the length of the data set, market volatility, and broker conditions. So when we talk about these historical backtest results, it's important to remember that performance can vary a lot depending on settings like lot size, grid spacing, spread conditions, slippage, and overall optimization choices. Well, now let's just quickly see the results itself. Actually, this is not encouraging. We had an initial deposit of 3,000 US dollars, and the total net profit is negative $2,999.71. That explains why we didn't have any more activity around all these points, right? Because the account was already blown by then. Okay, and we had about 5,544 total trades taken. 5,128 were short trades with 94.31% win rate. The long trades were 416 with 72.36% win rate. Now we have the average. Okay, let's start with the largest. The largest profit trade was $2.14. The largest losing trade was $41.91. The average profit trade was $1.05, and the average losing trade was $20.61. Now, that tells me that the risk to reward is very poor, very poor, right? And that's the reason why, despite the high win rate, we still have the account getting blown, because the risk to reward was very poor. Okay, so overall, the key takeaway for me is that this EA is configurable, right? Quite configurable, I guess, to an extent, right? Highly configurable, but it's also heavily dependent on how it is set up and tested across different market conditions. All right. But one of the things that, I observed is this risk to reward, which is not encouraging. But, remember that the advanced grid trader is a structured grid trading system with EMA-based filtering, adjustable risk controls, and flexible trade scheduling. So it's clearly designed to adapt across different market phases. But like any grid system, proper testing and careful parameter optimization are very important before considering live use. All right. So thank you for watching. See you in the next one.